the formidable robots.
Hello listeners, my name is Buckwild the Weasel, and today I'll be reading a Haunted Mansion creepypasta called The Haunted Mansion Holiday Incident of 2006. Microsoft Mike might not be here today, because he was going bananas with the story's complexing style and subject matter, so I was added into this video for a random reason. So with that short dilly-dally out of the way, let's start the entire story. It's the year 2015, during the period of restoring the long-forgotten Hatbox Ghost. They were moving things out of their storage room, when the Walt Disney Imagineer people found a box containing the VHS tapes. All three of the tapes were separate incidents from the past, except one was in a clamshell case containing the phrase, "Employees only, discard," in messy gold Sharpie. The workers decided to investigate the tapes further, thinking that the tape contains old test footage of the ride's progress, or a storyboard reel from one of their movies forgotten in the vaults. Before carrying on, the two workers were said to be anonymous, but the descriptions were that they were twins who worked on Jungle Cruise, and responsible for the idea of Expedition Everest. Upon loading the tape in one of the break rooms, the tape started with a production card that said, "Haunted Mansion Holiday Test Ride, October 20th, 2006. The camera snaps to a muffled conversation, two men and one woman. Then it cuts to the stretching room. At the time, the audio for the narrator was replaced with one of the WDI workers, Bryant Smith, doing an impression of Corey Burton's narration, but the narration was changed. When candlelights flicker, when the snow is dense, that's the time when ghosts come to celebrate their Christmas cheer. Ring your bells, brace yourself, and bask in its ghoulish warmth." The elevator doors creaked open, and the three went in. More muffled dialogue was heard, before a soft pop was heard, and then, thwack! What could be described as a freak accident. One of the members was squished by the heavy elevator doors. Upon investigating, the mechanism holding the elevator closed was suddenly dislodged, causing said elevator to suddenly open and then slam. It didn't help the outside door was open, making the wind close the door violently. There were muffled screams before the camera cuts to the ride itself. For the first time ever, we got the chance to see what was inside one of the endless hallway doors that one of the carts went into on the last incident tape. In one of the carts, the two men were in suddenly turned in one of the doors. The door swung open. It took the two in a dusty cobwebbed infested hallway. There was a ghost standing with a Santa hat on its head. The cart turned and went through another door. This time, they were in the same hallway, but the ghost figure was close. The ghost let out a shriek before the camera cut to static. The tape ended with the ending bit from the official Haunted Mansion holiday. "May Jack's ghostly presence now follow you home, and stay in your hearts, wherever you may roam. For now, you know what happens when holidays meet. You might get a trick or a holiday treat." The tape entirely ended before said tape was reported to have melted from the shell. The two workers reported sick for 2 weeks before the two were reported missing for another 2 weeks. 2 is the magic number, by the way. Then eyewitness people reported in Louisiana that the two workers drowned in the Louisiana swamps with a note left behind saying, "Happy hauntings and scary Christmas." Good grief, that was a really tricky and swell story. Though I'm not a fan of the writing style that DIZZYGAMER always use in his stories. To Dizzy, I hope you can improve more on your writing, but at least you make great stories on spin pasta that aren't just cliched slop at all, like THX and baby show pastas with overused crap. This is Buckwild the Weasel from Ice Age, wishing you all a happy new year. See you all next time, and have a swell day, my fellas.